hell is this? Alright, so... What game is this? Oh, that PS1 FMV. Oh, what is this? PlayStation Underground. It's beautiful.
Oh no.
That's a Crash Bandicoot level right now.
I'm working too hard for these things. I gotta subscribe.
He has a tattoo of it. Is the volume a little bit loud? Oh. E3? Oh my god. Alright, so this must be 1998, right? E3 probably must have been out for a couple years since its debut. Download station. Well, we can't really download anything because we don't have the internet. I'm hoping the controls is not mixed up here. Inside Spyro the Dragon. Who makes your games? Let's check out this one. I'm kind of curious.
When you make a game, all you start with is a blank piece of paper and a few big ideas.
I wanted to see a game that was in full 3D, but where the primary focus of the game would be interaction with the enemies. To the best of my knowledge, that had never been done before.
How do you end up with a video game world that pulls you in? How can you make it stand out from other games? Your team will hit development walls and have to search for breakthroughs. Here's the inside story of the making of Spyro the Dragon in an exclusive tour for the PlayStation Underground.
The most difficult part was the beginning, determining what kind of game we were going to do after Disruptor. Craig Stitt said, you know, I've always wanted to do a game about a dragon.
I've always loved dragons. To me, they are just the greatest creature. I mean, it's the combination of a Tyrannosaurus Rex with wings and breathes fire. I mean, you've got the best of everything in a dragon.
And immediately,
Honestly, like the camera, like they look good for like something that came out in 1998. Like the video quality is not, it's not that bad for like late
Play
90s.
the part of Spyro. An evil creature named Gnasty Gnorc has cast a spell turning all other dragons into crystal statues.
You have three major objectives in the game. The first is to rescue all the dragons. The second is to collect the treasure that Gnasty has stolen from the dragons. And the third goal is to defeat Gnasty himself.
Designer Mark Cerny had come from such games as Disruptor, the Crash Bandicoot series, and Marble Madness. In Spyro, he had new ground he wanted to cover.
I had this idea that you could do a panoramic 3D engine on the Sony PlayStation, where there wouldn't be any fog in the distance. And I challenged Alex Hastings to create such an engine.
Most of what it takes to pull off that sort of panoramic engine, it comes around in, assembly draw routines.
In fact, I told him very specifically how to go about creating it. He blew me off and did something totally different. But it turned out much better than what I had in mind.
Engine to draw the environments has broken down into 7 different little renderers that work on different levels of detail of the environment to try to keep this, the fact that you're seeing a quarter of a mile away, and what would
I'm
be
blown away from
tens of
this.
thousands of polygons into something more manageable.
Because not only did you have these big, long views where anything in the universe could be seen from afar, but also he created an engine where you could have detail on the objects that were close.
The real trick is that in every transition we try to do a fade or morph transition, something where you're not going to see it.
I think there's never been a console video game where you got both of those. He had to write some damn good code.
The fact that this game is coded specifically for the PlayStation is probably our biggest advantage. When you compare it to, say, a PC or other console platforms out there, the PlayStation is really different. The things it can do well is it can draw an enormous number of polygons. Some of those guys have 5,000 polygons in them. You'd never try to do that on any other console.
Well, I think the flying levels really were a surprise for us. Everybody loved it. We made sure that we had more of them.
I played the flying rounds, the free flight rounds over and over again, trying to get through all the obstacles in the shortest amount of time and trying different paths to see if I can beat the record. You can easily waste an hour or two doing that and not even realize it.
The DualShock analog controller really allows a great feel and a good freedom of control. You can just point it any direction you want and you're going there. And they've integrated the feedback in there too. You can ram yourself into a wall and you'll just feel it come back at you.
The game also has features especially for hardcore gamers.
In every single instance where you can super dash, there is a secret place you can get to. That is our challenge to all the really good players out there. Not to go out and buy a hint guide or read about it in the magazines, but to find out for themselves where it is they can go or what it is they can do.
Another feature that pulls you in is
And
the soundtrack.
this was a time
Spyro
before
includes some
YouTube, by the
well-known
way.
voices.
Don't worry, the only one who's gonna be trapped is him.
When we were putting together the voice of Spyro, we talked to Carlos Alazraqui first and last, as it turned out.
I think we went through about maybe 5 or 6 versions, you know, where he was like really, really young and had Lionel up in the nose, and then he was like really cooler and older, and they actually recorded something like that, but then they found out he was too mean. So then we just kind of did a mixture in between the two, where it's kind of like he's really kind of a go-getter kind of guy and kind of tough, but really kind of nice.
Be on the lookout for North Commandos, Spyro.
The other big voice part of the game is with the dragon. One of the voices that we've relied upon a lot is Clancy Brown, who's a well-known actor who was in Starship Troopers.
The dragons are freed from their crystal, and then they give him advice and tell him how to play the game cryptically, you know, to teach him how to fly, how to use the buttons, where to go, what to say, who to do, who he has to fight, who he doesn't have to fight.
As soundtrack and gameplay come together, is Spyro a world that pulls you in? It's already had an effect on the team.
Actually, now, if you walk around the office, a lot of people speak in the voices of the kids.
Buzz Lightyear. There's a Buzz Lightyear toy right there.
You can put that on the tape, I know. That's the only thing I'm going to have on there.
Pizza. That is so cool. 1998. Wow. That took me back. Coming in early fall. Try the demo in the vault. E3, I want to see this. What was the coolest games back in 1998 in terms of E3 stuff? You just don't see stuff like that anymore. Oh, that is so true.
E3 is the year's biggest video game trade show. This year, over 140 new PlayStation
Crash
games were
Warped.
on display in Atlanta. We know you'd like to play
Metal
these
Gear
games yourself
Solid!
and see which ones are hot, but you're about to meet 4 industry pros who are actually paid to do this. Here's an exclusive look at some of their personal favorites.
Let's go.
Hi, I'm Mark Vitello. I'm Mike Foster. Chris Seehofer. And I'm Chris Colon in the third-party evaluation department at Sony Computer Entertainment. PlayStation Underground has asked us to check out some of the hottest games at the show, so let's take a look.
Alright, I like that.
We're over at the Konami booth, and my first pick for the show is Silent Hill from Konami.
You play this guy
who's lost
Silent
his daughter.
Hill?
You were driving into town involved in a car crash. When you wake up from the car crash, your daughter's disappeared. The only problem is, so is the rest of the town. You see fabulous lighting effect now. This works very well in the game to build tension. As you're exploring areas, you can't see beyond the range of your light, which means the monsters are going to leap out at you and be almost on your toes before you see them. Look for Silent Hill in a store near you this Christmas.
We're here at Sony Computer Entertainment America's booth, and my first pick is Spyro the Dragon.
This is Spyro the Dragon, developed by Insomniac Games and Universal Interactive Studios. It's a full free-roaming 3D action platform game. Some of the really cool things about this game is that it has these beautiful panoramic worlds, all 3D, with great 3D characters and animation. As Spyro the Dragon, you can flame, roll, glide, fly. So your goal in Spyro the Dragon is to go around and free all these crystal dragons.
There's something about the TVs back in the 90s, like, I don't know, the way that it looks is just so nice to look at.
The hottest game has to be Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Let's take a quick look at it.
One of our greatest
Oh,
features
Soul
is that
Reaver.
the whole world is
This is a game I
streamed
definitely need
together.
to check
So
out
you get
for the
this
stream.
non-loading, continuous world where every level is just really super rich with detail because we're constantly bringing new data in. So it gives you this very immersive environment. As the game goes on, you acquire mechanics which make you explore more nooks and crannies of the world. So the game kind of blossoms from a hub and spoke kind of a model. You have lots of player mechanics. You can stab vampires through the heart.
One of my bucket lists is to visit E3 at one time, though I would love to see it back when it was a much smaller event like what we're seeing right here.
Hope you love it.
Yeah, this was like maybe 2-3 years after like its debut. Like
basically, we are pushing the PlayStation to the extreme in terms of lighting effects.
this was a new thing back then, like 1998.
Numerous ways of killing enemies. Every time you kill a beast in these tunnels, it will release a burst of nitrous oxide.
I kind of remember this game, but I don't know if people know about this. But I do remember buying this on the PSN.
Obviously, another big feature is soundtrack.
Not a bad game. It's more like an arcade game. It's called N2O. Not really a bad game at all.
This extreme shooter is coming out middle of June, so look out for it. It's going to be really hot.
We're here at the Psygnosis booth for my next pick, Colony Wars Vengeance.
It's a space combat epic game which takes what was great about the original game and does it even better second time around. We've got feedback from the original game and really driven
I've never heard
a
of this
wish
game.
list of everything people would want.
Psygnosis, I've heard of the company though.
So we've now got a whole new number of new crafts. We've got 50% new weapons. This isn't just a straight shooter. We've got characterization in the game. We've got these new mech creatures coming through, new bosses that you need to destroy. Colony Wars Vengeance is coming out early November '98. And as far as we're concerned, and everybody else who's been to this stand, this is the must-buy game for Christmas.
My second pick for best game of the show is from Psygnosis, and it's ODT.
I'm presenting ODT, which is our new 3D action adventure game
ODT, I don't
with a
remember this
strong
one.
RPG part. You have the choice of choosing between 4 characters. Everything is based on the motion capture engine. You have 4 weapons.
Did
lots
this
of
game ever
spells
come
to
out?
launch. And of course, depending on the way
ODT.
you live the adventure, you will accumulate some experience, and you will be able to customize a lot of your character, improving weapons, constitution, spirit. You will be able to use a lot of the background, like this turret, for example.
Oh, it came out, but
in order to clean very
I think it was
difficult areas.
Europe only. No,
So the
it
game
came
is
out.
in beta now. It should be released near the end of the year, probably in November '98.
We're here in the Konami booth with the greatly anticipated Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah, let's
This game
go.
definitely promises to live up to all the hype that was generated last year.
Probably the coolest game here at the show at E3. You play a character called Solid Snake. He's a genetic
Have I heard
engineered
about
super
Net
soldier with
Yarose?
the aim of
Yeah,
infiltrating an
it's a
Alaskan
PlayStation
base
console.
to
I think it was
stop
made for
nuclear
developers,
missiles launching
right?
against
Is
the
that correct?
There's some great enemies in this game.
The color of it
Great
was black or
telekinesis,
something, or
where they're throwing objects at you and shooting you at the same
but yeah,
time.
if
Plus,
if you don't mind, like
some
maybe
really
refresh my
cool
memory. Tell
usage
me
of,
what it's all
PlayStation
about.
hardware. The DualShock controller, for example, every time you're spotted or shot, it's going to vibrate. Plus, there's some other
This
hidden
is
things
cool
we
to
can't
see,
tell you
like-
about right now. You'll be able to see Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation in stores this October. Keep an eye open for it.
That guy is
Hey,
such
we're
an
here at the
anime
Atlas
character.
booth for my third pick of the show. It's called Brigandine, and it's a strategy RPG.
Today we're checking out Brigandine, which is developed in Japan. Some of the features will be that has 3D battle scenes, has 50 some hours of gameplay, has all the elements of strategy and RPG mixed into one, which makes it a really good game. It's like the best of both, where it's like a combination of ogre battle, tactics, ogre, Final Fantasy Tactics.
This game is not called Brigadine.
And a little bit of
I think it's under a different name.
PC type simulation, whereas you control your armies, vast armies, go to different kingdoms.
Hold on,
It's going to be available in Christmas. You guys should all check it out. It's a great game for hardcore RPG gamers.
No, it's called Brigadine.
Like a dream
Oh
come true.
shit! It goes for $100 for the disc alone.
48 tracks, all unique, end to end, representing the whole of the world.
It goes for
rally series.
$350
12
complete.
including 12 classics.
Oh my god!
Very intense physics model built around the original Toka engine. There's rolls, there's crashes, there's deformation of the car and damage. You have to rebuild your car during the service stages. So it's as much a
It was a black
strategy
PS1
element of
that
the game
was made
as the
for the
handling,
bedroom
your
coder to
ability
give
drive
anyone a
the
chance
car.
to program
So
games
it'll
for
be
the PS1.
installed
Oh, that's
later
so
in the
cool.
summer. You check it out. It's a great game. It's the
It
best.
was actually a stunt by Sony to scout out programmers with potential to
Those are
hopefully
some of the
hire
hottest
as
games.
actual game
See you next
developers.
year.
You see, PlayStation has done a lot of good for many developers. Oh, here are the cool games. So Spyro, Legacy of Kain, N2O, Colony Wars, Silent Hill, and we all know which ones became like the top sellers. Spyro, Legacy of Kain did really well as well. Silent Hill was the top hit, like the hottest game of 1999. Metal Gear Solid as well. ODT, I never heard this game. Is there any actual like demos? Let's see. Can I actually download this or? It actually downloaded. Okay, let's see where I could. Oh, but I actually gotta go. Let's see. It downloaded like a separate file though. I need to go to the PlayStation folder. This music is so 90s. I don't know where it downloaded the files to. Let me check one more time. I would love to own one, but yeah, they're damn expensive. I think you're downloading like the memory card data. Oh yeah, I think you're right about that. How do I load the memory card stuff? You know, let me come back to this. Project Wormhole? What is this? I gotta find out what this is. So, I guess I downloaded a demo disc that has like a lot of trailers and movies. Oh, you can't, there's save files. Ah, shit. Okay. We can play this game. It's called Project Wormhole. How to make a game. Hold down start button for help. Hold down. Hold on to control camera. Remove section, add section, change models, rotate section. Oh, what is this? Switch cameras? I wonder what this is though. Like, what am I looking at here?
Welcome to Project Wormhole, Part 2. Last issue, we learned how game objects are created and brought into the game environment. Now it's time to create an environment for our objects. Wormhole will take place in a tunnel filled with obstacles. We'll draw the tunnel using texture map polygons, just like any other object in the game. Most game objects are small enough that you can see them all at once, but the tunnel is far too large for that. We need to break it up into manageable sections so that we only draw the part that is in view at any given time. This makes the representation of the track very small. We only need to store an ID number for each successive section and can make very long tracks without taking up too much memory. Also, how will we generate different levels in the game? One solution is to make prefab sections of the tunnel and then join them together to form a continuous track. Our world design problem has now been reduced to settling on the properties of each tube section. Now, let's plan camera control. As the car flies down the tunnel, we'll have the camera move with it so we can see what's happening.
Oh,
we want to be able to
cool.
switch camera angles on the fly.
Like, I'm kind of confused, but at the same time, I'm very intrigued.
A view from the driver's seat, and possibly others. This completes our look at constructing a world. Check out the...
That's really cool. What's happening right now? Inside your console. Code archive. Bulletins. Alphas. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm checking this. We gotta check this out. Crash Bandicoot 3 Alpha. Naughty Dog.
Okay, so this is Coco Bandicoot, Crash's sister. This game she's going to be riding on a tiger. She's a playable character. And over here we have Tiny the Tiger, who was one of the characters in Crash 2. This is Crash in Time, so this time we're going to be fighting against
Oh,
Tiny.
I think he's the president of Naughty Dog. Oh my god, that's crazy.
What's going on? We'll give you
Oh, look at that Parappa the Rapper plushie.
Good girl. Great footage. Thanks for the underground footage. We'll put you in the next underground. Credits, okay?
Coming next issue, the full inside story of Crash Bandicoot Warp. The issue with Net Yorose being so expensive is because they were only sold via mail order through Sony, along with the fact that it never took off in the US or even Japan for the matter. It was only really popular in Europe. Ah, that's crazy. That's unfortunate. Honestly, like, I'm just saying this, like, if you ever go thrift shopping again, you never know, you could potentially find it in the wild, because there's some people that like had it and then they just didn't know what it was, and yeah, like, you never know what it is until it's gone. Alright, let me check one more. I'm gonna check one more demo disc. I think I have one more demo disc. Yeah, I'm having fun with this. Like, I'm learning a lot here. I don't know if this one has actual demos in it, but yeah, let's check it out. this was a really fun night. Like I had so much fun. Like I love streaming and just, you know, interacting and just, you know, showing things like this. So yeah.
Hi gang, I know you can't wait to get your hands on a PlayStation 2, but thanks to Frankie Muniz, I got mine already and it rocks.
Frankie Muniz?
Hey Maggie, speaking of Frankie Muniz, I've got a video feed coming in from the set of Malcolm in the Middle. He's calling every half hour for you.
Really? Put him on. Hey Freddie, Frankie, how's your PlayStation 2?
Yeah, haha.
Wow, this dates this
Huh?
so much.
Games. I was in such a hurry to leave the E3 convention, I forgot to grab games.
Oh, you mean like these?
Oh, you're gonna share, right?
Hold on a sec. Okay, gang, here's what's packed into this issue. We set up an exclusive interview with Hideo Kojima, director of Metal Gear Solid 2, to get the 411 on this incredible sequel. Whether you've yet to pick up a copy of Grind Session or you're a seasoned skating veteran of the game, a new segment has some of the pro skaters and developers showing you insider tips on hidden challenges and how to push your level of performance. I'm not the only one around here sporting a hot new look. Check out the PS1, the newest addition to the hardware lineup.
Oh.
But what about the PlayStation 2 games?
Glad you asked. We went out to the Hard Rock Rock Fest in Chicago with our newly renovated
Metallica!
PlayStation 2 truck. See what the fans had to say about this incredible gaming system.
This is crazy.
And since our PlayStation 2 roundup went over so well in the last issue, we put another one in this issue, so you can see the latest footage in action.
Maggie, you're not gonna give me any of those PlayStation 2 games, are you?
Nope.
Wow. Alright, so I think I downloaded like these underground discs. These PlayStation underground discs are more so like just like footages and trailers and stuff. I'll try to get the demo disc that I had as a kid, where you actually get to play the demos, but not tonight, because I honestly just want to check out the Hideo Kojima interview. I want to see what that's about. Speak your mind. I think your CD magazine is really good, especially the last couple of issues. Oh, these are people's comments. Okay, let's see what Willie had to say. I think your CD magazine is really good, especially the last couple of issues with Grind Session and The Legend of Dragoon, and the import about running a restaurant. Cooking for customers and serving drinks was great. Alright, so they responded, "We're glad you liked Ore no Rior." Okay, I gotta look that game up. What is that game? Ore. Oh crap! It's actually a PS1 game. I'll type it for you. I'm the chef, and we'll look forward for your letter to our import licensing folks. They always want to hear what gamers want imported from Japan. Let us know. Alright, so this comment is from Frank C. Is your PlayStation Underground magazine available on newsstands? If not, is there any way I can get the issue with the Metal Gear Solid 2 trailer on it? So they responded, "That's issue 4.2. The CD magazine is mailed exclusively to subscribers and not available on newsstands or in stores. You can order single issues as long as supplies last for $9.95 each, which includes postage." That word postage, oh my god. Nowadays we just call it shipping and handling. Call 800-93-SONY. Alright, here's a comment from Jeremiah S. How do you order the PlayStation Underground CD magazine when ordering from home without a credit card? Jeremiah, that's not how it works. I'm so sorry. That's not how it works. You need to have a credit card for that. Or maybe you could send money through mail? Or like a check or something? Wait. Let's see what they commented. What if you were to call that number today? Honestly, let's make that a channel. Let's make that a channel reward points. Let's make that a channel points reward. We'll come back to this number and we'll just be like, hey, so I just want to know, is this the PlayStation Underground number? I just want to know if the new Crash Bandicoot game's coming out soon. So I'd be willing to do that. It's not really a prank call if you pretend like, you know, you don't know if it's the number or not. I don't know. I'll think about it. We could do it on the stream. Because they gave the number out like willingly, so you know, I can't. It's not like I'm doxing anybody. I'm not. Okay, so they answered to start your annual subscription of 4 double CD issues. Send a check or money order for $29.95 to PlayStation Underground, PO Box 469093. Escondido, California 92046 9690. Okay, Wayne R says, on issue 4.1, do you have any more codes like Mayhem, Game Day 2000, and You Don't Know Me Jack? By the way, You Don't Know Me Jack, what that game became today is the Jackbox party games. So that was the game that was called like around that time. So You Don't Know Jack is now Jackbox Party. So I want you to know that. Alright, so go to the lock mechanism in the vault and enter these codes, which were hidden throughout the issue. L2, triangle, L1, R1, square, R2, X, circle. You'll unlock a very cool 7-minute training film for Siphon Filter 2. Alright, so Victor J says, How come you hardly put any hockey demos in your magazines? I'm talking about games like NHL 2000 and NHL Rock the Ring. Rock the Rink or Rock the Ring? Thanks for hearing me out. They answered, you're helping everybody when you let us know what you think is great and what you could change in your PlayStation Underground City magazine. By now, you've probably seen the very cool footage in our PlayStation 2 roundup of EA's NHL 2001. Stay tuned. So they also say, what do you like and what sucks about the latest issue? What would you like to see? Write us at PlayStationUnderground@PlayStation.Sony.com. Please note, all entries become the property of Sony Computer Entertainment Americas. Entries cannot be returned. Not all entries will be reproduced in the PlayStation Underground. Wow. This is crazy. This is so nostalgic. Alright, let's check out the event center. I think maybe that's where I can find the Hideo Kojima interview.
How do you top off a perfect day of rock and roll? Listening to 12 hot bands headlined by Metallica? What if the day included a chance to be one of the first gamers in North America to try out the PlayStation 2? That's what happened at the Hard Rock Cafe Rockfest on July 22nd near Chicago.
Oh, Jason Newsted. Oh, man, I missed that dude on Metallica.
It was the premiere of the new PlayStation touring attraction, a 68-foot air-conditioned trailer that lets more than 60 people at a time check out the PlayStation 2. What did they think?
We were so impressed. It was beautiful.
It's starting to look like people now. Extra true people.
About as realistic as you're gonna get.
Racing games were fast. They look a lot better. The backgrounds are a lot clearer and everything. The sound is awesome.
It beats anything that's come out. I mean, I started playing games back with Pong and Activision, so I've seen the changes and it's great.
PlayStation 2 now! You see this truck anywhere you go, and you follow that truck.
As soon as it goes down, I'm down.
Oh.
How gripping were the games?
Oh,
The guys in the
what is she
background couldn't
doing?
Be distracted. Throughout the day, the truck attracted all kinds of people. That included performers from on stage, like Stephen Fitzpatrick and Jimmy Madla, guitarist and drummer from Veruca Salt, and Ed Robertson, singer and guitar player.
Oh my god, I did not just witness that.
What did they think of PlayStation 2?
Oh my god. Oh, I can't erase that in my head.
Yeah, it felt great. The games look
Oh
amazing.
my
the
God.
demos look great. It's the ultimate gaming machine.
When do
Oh
musicians
my god,
get to play?
I can't believe I
Video
just
games are
saw
a good
that.
merger with rock and roll lifestyle because we spend so much time on a tour bus.
Fortunately, we have a television and PlayStation system that we
Shit.
enjoy routinely. It eats up hours and it just flies when you got the controllers in your hand.
What's been their longest PlayStation marathon?
I went home for Christmas a couple of years ago when Final Fantasy VII, I believe it was, came out, and I logged about 40, 50 hours in the week I was home. My mother's never forgiven me.
You know what? Probably the most intense binge of all is like racing game binges with some of the crew guys on the bus. Like Gran Turismo 8-hour stretches.
GT 2000.
Yeah, GT 2000 up.
That's pretty much going to do it for me. I love the underground.
From rock stars to rock fans, demand for the PlayStation 2 is huge. What's a good strategy for getting yours? We asked around.
The day it comes out. We're just gonna get up early, go to the store, and get it.
My girlfriend is buying me a PlayStation 2 for my belated birthday present. It's one of the best.
Wow, that is one awesome girlfriend right there. She's buying him a PlayStation 2.
Will you buy me PlayStation 2? For $299, it's a value in a DVD. Yes, I am going to do that for you.
The PlayStation 2 was $299 and had a DVD in it.
No more standing in line.
Nah, no lines for us. Order it up, get it shipped right to the door. Get playing it as soon as possible.
I'm gonna have to quit my job.
Yeah, let's quit our jobs.
Yeah, we're out.
All right.
He was a DVD player, yep. But it had amazing games as well. Oh my god, this is crazy. Behind the scenes, let's see this. I kind of want to get to like, I don't know if the Hideo Kojima interview is part of that, but. Oh, wait, this is Metal Gear Solid, okay.
At E3, the biggest video game trade show of the year, one game dominated conversation. Every hour, huge crowds gathered to watch the preview of Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty.
That's Hideo Kojima right there. Right there.
Many said later it was the most amazing game footage they'd ever seen.
It was incredible.
I've never seen any video game like it before.
It's reason to buy PlayStation 2 alone.
The director
Wow.
of the series, Hideo Kojima, is now back in Japan hard at work, but he took a short break to give PlayStation Underground subscribers an exclusive inside look at the game.
The response to Metal Gear Solid 2 at E3 was well beyond our expectations. And while we are very happy, it's also a little scary. We're going to spend the next year creating the game, and we're using the high expectations as a positive source of tension. Does anything we've created yet exceed my expectations? No. While working with hardware and human limitation, we're trying our best to create a game that is as close as possible to the vision I have imagined in my mind. Although I don't know what will happen later, right now it's not something that has exceeded that image yet. But when the game is completed, and many different people play what is closest to the game I have imagined, they take it beyond my own imagination. That's what's fun about games. What's our biggest challenge? To capture what gamers want in a sequel. It is not easy to find out what they want, or what series features they like the most. Secondly, the fact that we're developing on a new platform, the PlayStation 2, offers a challenge. The series could evolve many different ways on the PS2, but what evolutions will gamers be comfortable with? They want features they liked in the previous game, yet we still have to create surprises too. We've been working with the military advisor, Motosato Mori. He's given us advice on how to use and carry different weapons, and he contributed to improving the game's enemy AI. He was valuable in teaching us troop formation, especially clearing. We practiced his formation ourselves, and that helped us put it into the game realistically.
Oh wow.
People notice how much detail we put in the game and wonder what details we have to leave out. My main goal is to create atmosphere. Therefore, human figures, including both Snake and the enemies, are rather simplified. Also, low-priority background objects are simplified. The calculating power saved there will be allocated to factors like rain splatters, wind, and headbands that help create atmosphere. Our art team leader is Yuji Shinkawa. I met him 6 years ago right after I graduated college. He is amazing because he's young and his art style is so passionate, yet his lines are very mature, like someone who's been in the business for decades.
Yeah,
he also comes up with many innovative ideas.
You cannot replicate that art.
A couple character concepts, and he will throw them back to me with a bunch of unexpected twists and surprises.
As in the previous series, I'm the character and mechanics designer. Because
Oh,
we're making
man.
a sequel, I thought our challenges would be easier than
Yuji
in the previous game,
Shinkawa.
but now I'm finding them more difficult. I'm working through trial and error. With the new PlayStation 2 hardware, I need to incorporate more details in the art.
Back when
think more
consoles
about
had
the setting.
limitations. Yep.
We still have a ways to go, but I hope everyone's looking forward to this game.
It's like they knew the limitations, but they worked
When I
around
make a
it to make the game much
I want it
better
to have
in
a
other
message
areas.
or theme that I can communicate through the dozens of
And
hours that
I
users
think
play
that
the
really
game.
helped
It's
like
very
the
difficult to
longevity
communicate
of the
something while the
games
user is
for
playing
people
the
to
game,
play for
and so much
generations to
information
come.
is
You know.
being processed at once. With Metal Gear Solid 2, I'd like to explore how our digital era will evolve and the effects it might have on us. To do that, I'm using a digital medium. Will there be a third Metal Gear Solid? Others may be able to plan a series in advance and figure out each sequel. But I'm the type of person who wants to do everything now and put everything I can into what I'm currently working on. I'm creating the game without thinking about Metal Gear Solid 3. I want to put everything that would go into the third series into the second one.
Yeah, that makes sense. See, wow, that's crazy. All right, I'm gonna call it a night here. I'm getting a little bit tired, but this was a nostalgic trip. I'm very happy that I did this stream tonight. So, yep. This was really fun. Really fun. We should do more of this. I didn't get the like the demo disc that had like the actual games in there, but maybe next time. Definitely next time. Next time I stream, we're gonna continue with Pac-Man World 2. We'll probably finish it, but yeah. Tomorrow there might be. Yeah, it says something about a disc too. Oh yeah, these underground discs they go by like versions. Like, so I think this was disc version 4.2. I think the next disc will have like extra games, extra trailers, stuff. Yeah, that could be it. I don't know, but I have to check it out. I just randomly went on like a ROM website and I just downloaded whatever I could find. So that's why I didn't have time to like find specific games that had like demos. But I'll definitely you know try to check that out. I don't know who to raid right now. I don't know who to raid. You know, I might raid like a random. I don't mean that in a bad way. Just like I don't really usually do that all that much. Maybe one had the videos and the other one had the games. But I also saw that in the mail thing they mentioned that the discs were double-sided. Oh, so that could be it. So I don't know. Usually, like when you're on a ROM site, you know, you get like parts of the demos. Kind of in the mood for some Crash Bandicoot music. I actually purchased the Insane Trilogy and the Spyro Reignited Trilogy on Steam. There's actually like ROM hacks. You could do like ROM hacks with those games. So yeah. You know, I really do like the retro category, but honestly, continuously streaming on this category, like I know I'm never gonna make it to the top 3 rows. I always see like almost like the same people on the top, and it's, I don't know. Maybe I gotta switch it up a little bit.
It just gets worse.
I'm sorry, Big Cat. I'm just looking for someone to raid right now. I'm very picky. I'm very picky when rating someone. That is a bad thing, but you know what? I like what I like. This guy is doing a GameCube library playthrough. He's playing all the GameCube games.
I skipped some down.
He's getting a raid. He has 420 in his name. Chronic. I'll rate him. I won't be talking in this chat, but I'm just rating anybody at this point. Is anybody playing Metal Gear Solid? You know what? Good idea. Let me check. Are you in the mood to watch Metal Gear Solid? Trust me, there's gonna be a playthrough of that game on my channel, but right now, yeah, there is multiple people playing Metal Gear Solid. I want to give there's like a VTuber. I might check that one out.
very good healthcare to get into the recommended page and also.
Oh my god, it went back under the building. It's back under the building. Why did you do that?
Alright. She's a VTuber. Let's give it a shot. Let's support her. I'm very specific. Like, I need to know if the person's like okay to talk with or chill or whatever. So let's do the rundown. So I want to thank Beanie Cat, of course. You're here. Thank you so much for tuning in and sticking around. You are the best. I'm very tired. I'm so sorry. I want to give you more compliments, but I'm super tired. David, thank you for coming in and chilling for a little bit. And Tarako64, if you're sleeping, have a good night's rest. Have a good day tomorrow, and you rock. Nick Daithi, thank you so much for lurking. Appreciate you. Peppy Tart, if you're still around, thank you. You are amazing. I promise you in art stream, I'm definitely going to deliver. Just give me some time. I know I want to make you happy. Smoji, I hope you feel better. Please, feel better for me. Drink some tea. And anybody that's lurking, that's watching and supporting the channel, thank you so much. Make sure to come on my YouTube channel and support me there. We got some really cool videos coming very soon. And yeah, Beanie Cat, good night. Take care of yourself, alright? I'll speak to you on Discord. My name is everybody. Take care. Have a great time.